Well, Game 5 just ended of the Suns Clippers, and Playoff P finally showed up, and the Suns might be in trouble. But before we give the recap for Game 5, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the bell for, very consistent uploads of the NBA playoffs and NBA news in general. But with all that being said, let's get right into this Game 5. The story of tonight was Playoff P, Paul George. Yes. He had an amazing game tonight. All throughout all four quarters, this man was being aggressive. He had 41 points. I believe that's a career high. If not, that may be a tie. I'm pretty sure it is a career high. 41 points, 6 assists, 13 rebounds, going 3 for 6 from the three-point land, 15 for 20 from the field. So very efficiently, only in 41 minutes. Man. Yeah, Paul George scored tonight. He had 20 points in the third quarter alone. He absolutely erupted in third. And I believe, he even came out in the first quarter hot. And that's what Paul George is going to have to do, especially if, Kawhi Leonard doesn't come back, which I highly doubt he's going to come back because we know it all. They don't want to tell him, the Suns or not, the Clippers organization don't want to tell us that he's injured. But, yeah. Playoff P has finally returned. He was aggressive tonight, and the one thing he did other than scoring is everything. He was playing, making 6 assists. His rebounding was absurd tonight. 13 rebounds. He was playing hard, and he was playing with a sense of urgency, and we finally got to see what Playoff P is all about when the moment really matters, as this was an elimination game, do or die moment, and Paul George stepped up to the plate and showed us why he's great. Other than that, this game was, pretty fun to watch, but the Suns were chasing them the whole game. The Suns were down basically the whole game. Devin Booker did come out to a decent start in the first quarter. He had 31 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, going 9 for 22 from the field. So, it's not like the Suns played bad or anything. It's just that the Clippers outplayed them and Playoff P randomly appeared. But again, Chris Paul, his shot was on tonight. Not from the three-point line. He shot 0 for 6 on the 3, but he had 22 points, 8 for 19 from the field. Chris Paul, being himself. DeAndre Ayton, a little quiet. It's kind of funny to see. He had 10 points, 11 rebounds, another double-double. But, he usually scores a little more, maybe 20-ish points. But, yeah, other than that, Mikal Bridges didn't really give you much tonight. Nor did Jay Crowder. No one off the bench, really, except Cameron Johnson. Again, man, we have to show so much support. I mean, so much appreciation to Cam Johnson. He's the perfect role player. 14 points, 3 for 3 from the three-point land, 5 for 6 from the field. His cutting, his corner three-point shooting, he really comes clutch when the Suns really need him, especially in the fourth quarter when he got that and 1-3 on the fast break to, I think tie it up or get it to a really close game. But, man, let's talk about the Clippers side a little bit more. Reggie Jackson, another great game, man. He's so aggressive. His dunks, he had 23 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds, 8 for 14 from the field. Reggie Jackson, one of the best offensive-minded guards in the league right now, and he's really proving his worth, and his stock is going to be up a lot more in the offseason just because of this playoff run. He's playing really well. The second best scorer on this Clippers team right now, obviously with Kawhi Leonard out. But yeah, big shouts out to Reggie Jackson. He hit 4 threes, especially in the fourth quarter. He was very, very clutch. Marcus Morris was on shooting-wise from the first quarter to the fourth. He had 22 points, 3 rebounds, going 9 for 16 from the field. So, Morris Sr. was a very, very big help tonight. Terrence Mann didn't get it going, only 4 points. But off the bench, DeMarcus Cousins decided to show up too. 15 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 7 for 12 from the field. DeMarcus Cousins proving to be, especially with Zubats out right now, Cousins can stretch the floor, and his defense is very good. And, his playmaking is underrated. He had some nice passes to Batum in the paint, and I believe that the Clippers are utilizing him right now, and that's the big factor why the Clippers actually, won this game. But the game really changed in the third quarter. Paul George came out with a sense of urgency and just started going on the scoring tier. And it was obvious to see that the head coach of the Clippers, Tyronn Lue, just gave him the keys this game and told him, go do your work. Again, that's what any coach would do. No matter who's guarding him, it could be the best defender on the Suns. It was all Paul George, and I don't want to keep going on that topic, but heading into Game 6 in LA, that's going to be a big one. That's going to be the most important game of the series, because if the Suns lose, I honestly think they're in deep trouble, which is going to be really sad to see if they lose this series, because they had so much momentum going into this game. this was the game they were supposed to win and go to the finals, but man, and it's not even like the Suns played bad or anything. That's the crazy part. Devin Booker showed up tonight, 31 points. Chris Paul, 22 points. Cam Johnson, 14. DeAndre Ayton, 10 points. 11 rebounds, double-double. It's just that they got outscored. To be honest, they got outscored. There's nothing really other much to say than that. Pat Bev again with this, I wouldn't say intimidating, but his annoying style of play. He barely scores 7 points, but the effects he has on this team is one of the big reasons why they win a lot of these times. But there's not really much other to talk about in this game, to be honest. The Clippers came out to a good start, so they set the tone out. And in the fourth quarter, it just got out of control. The Clippers had a 16-point lead at one time, and let me see what the final score was. The final score is 116-102, so kind of a blowout fashion. A sad way to go out for the Phoenix Suns, especially when they're all healthy. And I don't know if Kawhi Leonard is going to come back. I highly doubt it, but imagine if randomly the Clippers come out with an announcement and say that he will be back for Game 6. That would be one of the most wildest things ever. And then imagine the Suns end up losing because Kawhi Leonard comes back and absolutely goes on a tear. But that's highly unlikely because there's been no real update on Kawhi Leonard, so you can't really expect much. And he's not even sitting on the bench. He's sitting with his family, and he always has that straight face when the camera points to him. But now it's off to LA, Game 6, again, the biggest game ever in Paul George's career, and again, it's all going to be up to him. If he wants to play with a sense of urgency and be aggressive, put his head down, do all the good things, rebound, play defense, it's all up to him, because if he doesn't show up, the Clippers are going to lose and Suns are going to go to the finals. But yeah, I don't want to stretch this video out too long. Comment down in the comment section what you guys think. Playoff P finally showing up. Yeah, man, the Atlanta Hawks game is tomorrow, so be sure to expect a post-game recap of that as well. I know I've been slacking on the past couple of games, but I just been really busy, so now I have way more time, so I'm going to be able to pump out these videos right after the game ends, just like this one. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the bell for more daily NBA playoff and instant game recaps. The game just ended not even a minute ago, and look at us, we're already on the mic making the video. So yeah, with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.